Hi everybody, so it's already time for the 3-week postpartum update. I can't believe it. It just seems like the more kids I have, the faster time flies. So there are a lot of things that have been happening this week, so I wanted to update you guys on what's been going on. As you can see, I am in my workout clothes. Part of the reason is because I did just finish a workout, but another reason is because I cannot stop sweating. It has been so crazy. I feel gross all the time. It makes me feel disgusting. Like even after I shower, like right after I shower, I just start sweating again. The thing is that postpartum sweat is no joke. Dude, it makes you stink so bad. Like it's not like a clean sweat, if that makes any sense. It's nasty. Like it smells like BO no matter what you do. So that hasn't been very enjoyable, but I know that it's just the hormones and my body trying to rid itself of excess fluids that I had retained during the pregnancy. So it is what it is, and I hope it's done soon because it's gross. So next thing I wanted to talk about is the mastitis. If you've watched any of my other videos at all, you do know that I have dealt with mastitis this week, and it sucked really, really bad. I kept getting one on top of the other. So like one milk duct would get infected, and as soon as that started to get a little bit better, another one would pop up. At one point I had 4 or 5 milk ducts infected at one time. So it's been crazy. I've had fevers, I've had hot flashes and cold chills all night. I've been suffering, basically. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but it's awful. It's like the worst flu that you've ever had, and it's really painful and really miserable. I did go ahead and go to the doctor for it because once you start getting fevers, it gets dangerous because it is an infection. It can go to your blood. It can become an abscess. So you really do want to deal with it and talk to your doctor about dealing with it with antibiotics. Once it's clear that the home remedies aren't working and it's not getting any better, typically within 24 to 48 hours, talk to your doctor. That's always the best thing to do. As you can see, I'm feeding Ava with a bottle. I am bottle feeding her breast milk and formula. As I said, I think in my last video, we did decide to go ahead and start supplementing. And since then, she's actually been sleeping a little bit longer and more content, just generally speaking. So it's clear that when she nurses, she's not actually getting full. She's not able to nurse and get a full meal from nursing, and it's actually a lot better for her to take it by bottle. I don't think her latch has ever been corrected, so that's just what it is right now. So between me getting mastitis so severely and her doing better by a bottle, we've just decided to go ahead and wean her, and I'll stop nursing her in the next few weeks. My doctor went ahead and started me on birth control to start drying up the milk. After talking with my husband and then consulting with my doctor, we just feel like it's going to be best for my health, as you know, as far as like getting the infections repeatedly go. Clearly that's not a good option. So as far as my health and Ava's health is concerned, it's just going to be time to go ahead and stop breastfeeding and switch over to formula. Now I do have enough breast milk saved up so that she can still have it for another month. Thankfully I was able to store up quite a bit over the last 3 weeks, and she'll still get breast milk for another month. And my milk also won't dry up for several weeks, so I'm going to continue pumping. Probably not breastfeeding, since she's actually not getting satisfied off of that, but I will continue pumping and storing up breast milk as much as I can so that it'll last her quite a while. So that does make me feel better, and I know that it is a controversial topic, but it is what it is, and that's what we've decided is best for us. I can't continue getting mastitis like I have been, and since apparently some women are prone to it, that seems to be me. I'm apparently one of them, so it's just not going to be the best choice for us to continue breastfeeding. So next on the list has been itching skin. It's actually not as bad these last couple days, but earlier this week my belly was itching like crazy. I think it's a combination of having really dry skin right now and my skin recovering from being stretched out and then like snapping back so suddenly. So it has been better, like I said, but it was driving me crazy earlier this week. Last week I mentioned that I had no appetite at all, and it had been a point of concern. This week it's better. It's not great or back to what I would consider normal, especially for nursing and being postpartum. But it is better. It's getting better. There are certain times of the day when I start to get really hungry or something sounds good to eat, but it's not like at regular times, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or even snacks or anything like that. It tends to be at random times and may only happen once, maybe twice a day, but that is an improvement on last week, so I'm able to make better food choices and get some nutrients in that I've been lacking. And I do think that working out has helped that quite a bit. That's probably one of the reasons why I'm starting to get my appetite back. So that's another plus of starting to work out again. On that note, I did want to mention, I don't feel like I've really talked about this before, but one of the reasons why I started working out again so soon after having the baby was not because I'm just anxious to get my body back or get back in shape or lose the weight or anything like that. I'm only 3 weeks postpartum. That's not a concern for me at this point, and hopefully isn't for anybody else either. Part of it is just that the routine is so important to me. It's so helpful. I know that most people do really well with routine, and my kids thrive off of it. We have a lot of our day when it's just we get to do what we want and we get to play and have activities that they want to do and things like that. I don't structure it other than nap times and dinner time and workout time. It's just part of what they know is going to happen, and that really helps me be able to get through a workout with very minimal interruptions. They just know it's going to happen, and they know that while I'm working out, that's the time when we don't bother mom, and if we can go play, by ourselves or something like that, that's what they do. It's not that I'm completely unavailable, but they just understand that it's a special time and that mom's a better mom because of it. So that's one of the reasons why I really wanted to get back to it quickly. I didn't want too much time to lapse, and then suddenly it just seemed like it's not part of our routine anymore, and then have a tough time getting back to it when the time was more convenient. I just feel like it's way more convenient to start it early on than it is to wait and do it later. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get back to it. It's just easier to jump back into a schedule pretty quickly than it is to wait a long time and then have to figure it out all over again. So that's it for my 3-week postpartum update, and now I'll show you guys the belly. Okay, so here's the belly. This is 3 weeks postpartum. My uterus has shrunk down, so it's not even really a belly anymore. It's just kind of me and what's been left behind after the pregnancy and the excess weight that I gained during the pregnancy. My abs have pretty much come back together completely. Down here, they're completely back together. And up here, I've got a 2 to 3 finger width separation. So any ab work that I'll be doing will be any kind of moves that are approved for diastasis recti for a while until those come back together and I'm able to strengthen that and decrease that separation. But otherwise, this is all still really soft. But yeah, this is what I've got to work with when I do decide to really start hitting it hard and work on getting back to a shape that I'm comfortable with. This is what I'll be working on. So this is what I look like 3 weeks postpartum after a C-section. Okay, so that's my 3-week postpartum update. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope the information was helpful for you. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or anything that you'd like to add, maybe about your experience while you were postpartum, or maybe you currently are, please leave it in the comments section. I would love to hear from you guys, and if you do have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them if I can, and if I can't, I'll find the answers for you. So again, give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and be sure to subscribe to my vlog. Thanks for watching.